Welcome back to the Today Show. We're very excited as we like to introduce from Digital Bytes, Paul Renshaw. Paul, thanks for being on the show today.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I'm happy to be here.
That's great. Now, we know that you're right up to date on the PC world, and Lord knows I need some advice and some help and some pointers. So can you tell us what the latest and greatest, and tell our viewers, because I know a lot of our viewers are, they're disabled and they're a little bit, when it comes to computers. So maybe tell us what the latest and greatest and how people can get involved.
Well, it's funny you should ask that because just yesterday there was the AMD keynote, which was on November 10th and had talked about all the newest advancements that NVIDIA came out with. And recently, I guess it was a month or a couple months, the 4090 came out. And only recently have they fixed some of the issues with that card. Went through a lot of some, not the greatest release, but now they have this new one called the NVIDIA 4090 water-cooled 2-slot card versus their Founders Edition, which is a monstrous 3-slot card, and it's a beast because both these cards will take up at least up to, not, and you can overclock them, but I wouldn't recommend it, 5 monstrous watts for just the card, not including what your computer takes up. So with these cards today, they can be monstrous. I mean, the 4090 has some issues with connectors still. Some people had fires happening in their computers, which was terrible PR for the company. But they, I believe, since have fixed that issue. But if you still have, as a customer, a 3090 series, I don't see the money per cost being worth buying a 4090 if you already have a 3090 series.
Speaking of that, Paul, let me jump in quick. Now, is this affordable? Because our community, we're always on tight budgets. So is it affordable or?
Oh, no, these cards are in no way affordable. These are the flagship models that they've come out with recently. Affordable models would be more like the RDNA 2 and RDNA 3 models for, say, the lower end models like the I think it's the 1600 series and higher, because they're usually within like $1,000 or less.
So let me ask you this, because I know you went to Comic-Con, and I know we have such a strong connection with PCs, Marvel Comics, animation, and our community. What I'd like to do, Paul, is maybe, because Digital Bytes is on our platform and we like to showcase the latest and greatest, but what I'd like to do is maybe create a seminar where, price conscious, where we can support our community through the technology world using Digital Bytes, because I think, getting familiarized with the computers, they're obviously very helpful for our community, but again, they're very expensive. So what I'd like to do maybe is figure out a way where we can make it affordable for our community, and you can kind of take the lead as the mentor if you're interested in doing something like that.
Well, what we could do as a program for as an event is that to gather our community to make everyone feel comfortable is to have a PC Bytes event that would allow people to bring their computers in just for the day and say, hey, I have this problem with my computer. Can you tell me what problem it is?
Right? I really like that idea.
And so the idea of saying, hey, I have this problem, can you fix it? And then we take that half hour to go, all right, take this part, put this, get this right. And then you have that half hour to fix their problem. And then it's free, right?
Yeah.
Or they can give a donation, right? And that's so that we can bring community together to say, hey, we couldn't fix it, or we fixed your problem. Have a great day.
And
So,
we could do it out of our Toronto studio because it's pretty large, so we could probably pack in a great crowd. And I think that's a wonderful idea. And because I mean, for people who don't know, we do our employment programs. It is very high tech, technology, skilled learning. But this is kind of different. This has nothing to do with our programs. This has to do with your own interests. And you just want to learn more about options on your computer, or Paul can also tell you guys where to get good prices for software or hardware, or just support. So I really think that's a good idea. Why don't we take a quick break, Paul? And when we come back, if people want to find out more information or they want to get in touch with you, I'd like you to provide your email or website, how they can get in touch. So stay tuned. Right now, we're talking with the host from Digital Bytes, Paul Renshaw. But he's not only a host for Digital Bytes. He's super talented behind the camera. So, again, stay tuned. You're watching the Today Show. We'll be right back.